Okay. Let's get some music in here and we'll be ready to go. There we go. Okay, testing. Testing. We are live and running. Okay, so welcome guys to the stream, and today, as you can see, we're going to be doing World of Tanks, and I recently have unlocked this tank, somewhat recently. As you can see, I almost actually have enough XP to get the tier 10, the Batchat 25T. So that's what we're going to be doing. Actually, let's activate some personal reserves. Let's see. What's going to give us the most? Yeah, we'll do this. Should have done this earlier, actually. But there we go. So now we're going to be getting extra credit. Well, not credits. Free experience, crew experience, and combat experience. Which basically just means we will get to the tier 10 faster. And I'm saving up my free XP because the gun for the top tier gun for the Batchat 25T does cost about like 46,000 experience, I believe it is. I'm not quite sure, but we will see. We can double check. And so as you can see, I'm at 29,000 currently. And I'm hoping to maybe get to about 34,000 by the time I unlock the tier 10. We'll see though. But that 300% personal reserve will definitely help with that. So basically, Batchat 25T. Why would you want to get the Batchat 25? Well, really, a better thing to ask is why not to get that tank. Really, it has a great damage output. It has a burst damage that you can do within, I think, about... It has 5 shells, and there's about 3 seconds in between each. So I think it's about... That'd be 12 seconds. So it can unload about 2,000 damage on average in about 12 seconds. Which is pretty insane. But this one has a slightly longer time. It can unload 1,800 damage. Did I say 20,000 before? I meant to say that it can unload 2,000. This can unload 1,800. This is, by the way, the tier 9 Batchat 25T AP. 1,800 damage in 15 seconds. So, because of the 6 shell clip. So this is definitely a bit disadvantaged in that scenario. But it's still a really nice tank. It's very mobile, as you can see right here. And it has really great camouflage and good view range as well. Now, the weakness of this tank, well, there's a few. It doesn't have very good accuracy. The tank is also paper thin, and I mean paper. You do not want to be getting hit by any FV405s anytime soon. But really, just about anything can penetrate you with their HE rounds. I had to make sure I get out of the way of that Object 430. We do not want to be taking damage. Another weakness of the Batchat. I think we're actually going to be coming... Let's see if we can go up here and spot any of the enemy tanks in this location. We don't seem to have any eyes in that area, and that could be a very big weakness for us. So, another weakness of this tank is that it only has 1,600 hit points, which is fairly few hit points. Same thing for the tier 10. The tier 10 only has 1,800 hit points, which for a tier 10 medium tank is not very much at all. I mean, the STB-1 has about 1950. Well, actually, not about. It does have 1950. So it definitely can seem a little underwhelming there, but it's more of a light tank, really. The role that it plays in many games is that of a light tank. more often than not. We're going to have an issue here. Okay. So got nailed by the Scorpion G there. That's not good. Got stuck on the rock there. Oh gosh. See, this is another problem with the bat chats, is that if you are left on just a couple shells left, if you only have a couple shells left, then you have to kind of reload, and oh gosh. I need to check something real quick. There is something that has to be downloading, because that is some insane lag. No, it's just the stream. Well, I don't know why we were having that, but we are having some lag. So definitely not the best game there. We're going to have to play something else while we're waiting. So, definitely a problem there. Once the bat chat came, I probably should have left before he got anywhere close to me, but... Well, while we're waiting, why don't we go take out the Type 4 Heavy for a spin? Because that's just always a bunch of laughs whenever you stroll out in this tank. Really, everyone knows that the Type 4 and the Type 5 are overpowered, you know, just like the best of them. And it's ridiculous. It's like a heavily armored FE405. Although I will say that it seems like FE405s are more obnoxious than these are, but maybe that's because I don't typically play heavy tanks. But this basically, well, if you don't know what this tank is, then you haven't played World of Tanks recently in the high tiers. So I will hold off on a introduction and an explanation on what this tank can do. Let's just see exactly what this is capable of. And I'm seeing a lot of weakly armored tanks, that 416, 2 SU-130s, Scorpion G. If we get the CDA on the side, or you know, tanks like the Pantera, or the rear as well, those are going to be some really nice tanks to shoot at. But more than likely, we're going to be facing the 60 TP, or some of the heavies at least. You know, but it's likely that at least that the 60 TP will go over here. So we're gonna try to have to hold that off, hold that at the attack off, and I'm going to switch to Premium HE because why not? It gives you an extra 300 damage. Might as well, especially when you're going against tier 10 heavy tanks. So another tank that's overpowered on the enemy team, the Object 430U. Really, it's essentially just a heavy tank with its arm compared to, you know, its armor is that of a heavy tank, but its mobility is that of a medium, maybe a slow medium at that, but nonetheless a medium. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna wait for any unsuspecting enemy to come strolling along. Now I don't remember if we did get spotted. There might be someone in that bush there. Oh, and as you can see, from one overpowered tank to the other, we were able to still deal 600 damage. Although that was on the side, which is the only reason why we dealt that much. Which now you see exactly what HE is, basically. Basically, it's a just point and shoot type of shell. That WZ is going to get slaughtered. And we really received only 13 hit points. Wow, that's actually shocking. That's crazy. I was trying to mitigate the amount of damage that was dealt, and he must... Okay. Maybe he doesn't have the top gun. That is likely what the issue is. Okay. Mouse is going to side scrape. That's fine. You know, I'm going to cover this side. He is... See, the mouse might need some help here, because without a derp, this 430U could be a pest. Ooh. No, nope, buddy. You are definitely going to regret that. Yeah, that guy must be using... He looks like he is. He must be using a low... the stock gun. That's only 4 damage. Oh gosh, he is definitely going to be undergunned in this. Oh, look at that. Dealt damage to 2 tanks at the same time. Oh my word. Yep. And with a push like that, we could only survive for so long, even in an extremely overpowered tank. But you could see all the shells that we were bouncing was just insane. We even got this mission completed, although I've already completed it, and I'm trying to complete with honors. So that doesn't really count. But still definitely very impressive. And you could see that by shooting at the Object 430U, I was able to do quite a bit of damage against him. Looks like 435. And then the splash damage from the high explosive allowed me to deal 303 damage to the SU-130 because of its weak armor. So that's a way that I was able to basically double the amount of damage with firing at one tank, just because they happen to be next to each other. And had that 416 also been next to those 2 tanks, we would have had a kill and the 2 tanks that we damaged. So, but it was not meant to be. Let's see. Well, let's go for a high alpha. Well, this is really not a high alpha damage tank yet. Haven't unlocked the top gun, but I'm trying to get it. I think I have about 30,000 more experience I need, something like that. But right now the gun is actually pretty decent. It has a 560 alpha as opposed to the Top Gun, which has a 750 alpha, kind of similar to the Gorilla gun. Let's see, so 10% of total damage by my team. We gotta win, and I need to survive, and I'll have TD-14 for the Stug. Completed with honors, and that is what I'm going for, folks. We can't get this, not in artillery, but we can try to track our opponents. SU-101 is not happy. Rightfully so, because this is definitely not necessarily the most friendly map for a tank destroyer, but if you can pick one of these alleys to shoot down, in fact, I should be going this way. I want to go this way because I'm going to get weakly armored tanks like the T-49, and then I can pen that AT-15. But once I start shooting at them, they're going to hide anyways. I need to make sure that we can take out the heavies, and once we take out the heavies, they lose. It's just going to be how it works. So, that's going to be my plan so far. We'll see if it works out well. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh gosh, we're going to need. I'm going to need to support the other side. We've got a serious issue here. That M41 is going to be causing mayhem, especially for that Jagdpanther. Okay, so here's a little trick here, guys. I'm going to cut wide. Boom! Clutch. So because I turned and went a little wider, I was able to make it around the corner in time and be able to put a shot in. Now what that Jagdpanther needs to do is get behind cover, and I'm going to come up and support him. But unfortunately I wasn't in time. But I was in time to put one into the scent, and wow. That was definitely a good hit. As you can see, that alpha damage. Oh. And with our really great armor, we were able to bounce that shot. And tracked him. We do not want that tank flanking us. He can put a shot into our rear, and that'll be a one-shot for us, guys. More than likely. So, definitely don't want that to happen. Okay, we just have to do it. Oh gosh, that's not good. Good, we reset the cap. Very good. Okay, we gotta take these guys out. We don't. Oh, you are crudding me, really. This guy's dead. Oh gosh. Yep. Oh, I tracked him but didn't kill him. There we go. Squirt? Nope. Okay, good. Yep. So, we won. That is definitely great. Would have liked to got more damage. Ah, I thought he was gonna continue on through. Oh well. We've most likely got this T95. So let's see. Good. Put that shot in and did not friendly fire, which is a good thing. I definitely did not want to TK anyone. So as you can see, this tank is actually quite good. I mean, as long as you don't get flanked, you really do have great armor. The only thing is right here, this lower plate and this kind of partial upper plate that's at a very slanted angle is extremely weak, and you don't want to rely on it. Again, only tracked him. That's okay, well, I mean, at least he's tracked. Yeah, of course he's gonna pull back. Okay. And we gotta watch out for where that AT-15 is. He's not gonna be able to one-shot us, but he is still a threat, definitely. Yep, he found our lower plate. But they're gonna die. They're not gonna last very long at all. What in the world? This guy must be AFK. Because there's no way that he's way over there. And they're both one-shots. If they don't manage to pull this off, that's going to be ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. So, a decent game. You definitely will see, if you get the top gun, you'll see an increase in the amount of damage that you end up with on average. Because when you hit, especially in city maps, because when you hit for a lot more. And it's extremely significant. So, if I had the top gun, it's likely that I would have about closer to 3,000 damage there. So, and because of the ×2, I mean, I'd like to say ×2 event, but it's really not an event. They always have at least ×2 for your first win on each tank. What's nice is when they have the ×3, 4, and 5 for your first win. Those don't come around too often. It's basically holidays. Okay, and this is definitely an interesting mission. So in the first, we had 3 minutes to get a certain amount of damage, and however much damage we get in that time gets added to this total, and we have to keep doing that until we get to 15,000 eventually. And this one is just such a pain. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why, because heavy tanks can bounce my shots. I cannot bounce heavy tank shots. That's why, especially when you're going against Type 5 Heavy. He can one-shot me. He can shoot me in the turret, and he can likely set me on fire. He can ammo rack me, and you know, another weakness about this tank, it doesn't happen too often. I think I've had it happen to me a total of 2 times, which even that is kind of crazy to think about. But because there's so few crew members in tanks like this, I think I've only had it happen in this tank and the AMX ELC BIS. But because they only has 3 crew members, if you get HE derped, it can knock out all 3 of your crew members, and even if you have a bunch of hit points left, because you lost all 3 crew members, your tank is considered incapacitated. That sucks, because that's practically a one-shot. Doesn't matter, they won't get credit for the damage, because you're still going to have a bunch of hit points, but that doesn't matter, because they just got the kill. There's another bat chat. I'm definitely going to want to be careful here. Gotta wait for the Carnarvon to get here. Gosh, I hope that it's not lagging for you guys, because it is lagging for me a little bit. Gosh. They're not going to want to come forward, and I'm going to have to wait, and then the bat chat's going to come and ambush me with a bunch of people. Okay, well, at least we proxy spotted him. I'm so worried that he's not alone. Because the bat chat's dangerous on his own. Like, bat chats can completely clip each other out. Because he only has 1,600 hit points, both of us. And we both have a clip potential of 1,800. So in your bat chats, you want to make sure that you come around this way as opposed to this way, because they'll be able to see you long before you can ever get your gun on them. And the likelihood that you're going to bounce them is very, very, very small. So you want to make sure that you come around the corner correctly, otherwise you will regret it. And as I break my own rule there, okay, I'm going to get closer. We're going to need to advance. Okay, good. We know what's there. You know, I'm going to be a little risky. So, he's got 1,650 hit points. Ah, he's pulling back. I was gonna track him and then unload the rest of my clip into him, but that's really too risky because first off, I could shoot, waste a shell, and he can just repair his track, and then that's not gonna work. Then the other issue is that there's that 430. Once I saw the 430, then I'm like, I can't do that. Because with the 430, that prevents me from being able to really focus, because this is where this tank excels, in one-on-one combat. Because you're just gonna outgun your opponents. But when there's two, you're going to unload on one, and you're going to be completely empty for the next 40 seconds. And so that is the last thing I want to do. So I want these guys to flank. That Karn can flank, because there's no way I'm going to be penetrating. If he pulls forward at all, I'm backing out, because it's just waiting, because I can't go right now. Anything that they do, they will shoot me. If they shoot at me, they will hit me and they will damage me, and I cannot afford to take that right now. There we go. Okay, so we're going to need them. This is so tough. Okay, that was good. We baited him. You know, I'm just going to go out, unload on him. Nope. Okay. I can take a shot. Oh, are you kidding me? My own bat chat shot me. Real great. I would have been fine there had I... Gosh. And I bounced some of my shells, which I was expecting to penetrate. Man, that... And that's another... Because of its weak armor, artillery is the bane of that tank. It's just... You can't do anything about it, really. If you get hit... Get ready to lose a lot of crew. A lot of... modules, and to have a bad day, because then you're gonna be stunned, and then your reload time goes up from like 40 seconds to almost an entire minute. Fun. Yeah, definitely not a fun tank to be in when you get nailed with artillery. But then again, what tank is fun to be in when you get nailed by artillery? That's just... It's never fun. Never, ever, ever, ever fun. Let's see. Okay, well, we are going to... I mean, really, it doesn't make sense for me to not load the premium HE. The only thing is that it just increases the cost at the end of the battle. Now, I'm going to put it on auto drive. I need to check something real quick. I think that's just me. Okay. Well, yeah. We are back. Joys of the slow bleed from artillery. I agree. It's true. But this is one of the better tanks to be in. I mean, other than the fact that I'm a big, slow-moving target, I have a lot of good armor, so that does improve my chances of surviving artillery. And voila. Let's see. I thought this M103 was going to come out, but it doesn't look like he's going to. Which is fine. We'll find a way in somehow. So I'm going to want to angle my armor because I know that WZ is there. Oh, dang, look at that. That was incredible. Not really. It's just the Type 4. Simple as that. Yeah, WZ penned me. What do you expect? Okay, was able to build up some speed there to be able to get out of the way. Artillery still nailed us. Gosh, we're definitely on really low hit points, and we've only nailed one shot. And he bailed. Whoops. Just a sick tank. I mean, really, it's just, it's sick. Which is why I love playing it. I mean, well, really the reason why I'm playing it is because I started the line not knowing how overpowered it was. And then come to find out, it's like a really great tank for Clan Wars. And so I continued. And it's a really great tank because of for Clan Wars because of its overpowered nature. Look at that. Look how cheeky that was. Not really cheeky, but just wrong. Yeah. There's artillery. I knew that was going to happen. Look at that. Bounce that 750. He even, you know, that's the tier 10. So or no, the tier 9. But he has the tier 10 gun. And that's what he's aiming for. Because that's like the best place. If you want to take this thing out, aim for the cheeks. And that's why if you're driving this thing, you want to angle your tank. So that way they'll have kind of a side angle of it, and it'll increase the strength of your armor. Bye-bye. Good night. Now I'm going to drive on this cliff here, because this will make it maybe more difficult for, and I'm going to load a normal round, because why are you going to pay extra credits to take out an artillery? I'm sorry. It doesn't matter, even if I just shoot near the thing, he's dead. Problem is I did increase my reload time, and I won't have to worry about it. Let's see, there's new credits. 2,000 damage, 1,000 damage blocked. Yeah. Yeah, he's right. WZ-111 hurts bad when the top tier gun. I mean, even if you don't have the top tier gun, it can kind of suck, but quite as painful as when it has the tier 10. Spartan survive a ricochet or non-penetrating hit from an enemy team player, and I had 10% of my hit points when I did that. So we're gonna go out with the WZ again, because why not? Let me see. Oh, I was wrong. It was 67,000 total that I need, so I need 57,000 more. Actually, the P54, the P43 is good. Ooh, but the Bat Chat got back, so we're going out with that. Well, with this lineup, ISU. I know. I don't know where to go exactly either. I am going to go into these bushes over here. Oh gosh, the sucky Sheridan. That's ridiculous. That cost me 600 hit points right there. 650. And there's 3 artillery. Okay, good. I didn't take ramming damage there. That is literally so ridiculous. I cannot believe that. The Sheridan actually came over to our side. Oh, oh! Sorry, definitely took damage for that. Too busy talking. So, now I am sitting at half of my hit points. In a Bat Chat, that is not a good position to be in. So, what am I going to do? Well, what can I do? I could wait for this VK to come around the corner and wait, and once he does, nail him, just unload. But we'll have to see if he's willing to, because that AMX CDA is currently sitting at C4, and it's gonna prevent the VK from wanting to come out. The 110, ooh, the 110, 110. If the 110 can come out, then that would be even better. He's got less hit points, but he's got better, a better chance for me to nail him. Because, okay, we've got a defender helping us too. Let's see, can we nail this Sheridan? Nope, but we can nail the Patton, which is fine. Ah, he's not going to be stupid and come around the corner. Look at that, artillery. Gosh. And now I'm a one-shot. So I'm going to turn my turret like this, and that's going to make it harder for them to hit me. Now I'm in an already safe position. Okay. So now I've got a problem. Oh, dang. That was way too close. gosh. See, but I'm distracting him, which is good. Because now his turret is exposed. Look at that. And I'm spotting. That Patton's going to come around and he's going to come up here. I just know it. But I can't go down there with the 110. I knew it. He was, well, he didn't go around like I thought he was going to, but I knew he was going to go and that's the problem in the bat chat, really. You have to make sure you conserve your hit points, because if you lose them too fast, you're not going to ever get them back. That's the case for any tank, but you're going to be stretched thin, because in the beginning I lost 600 hit points. Then I lose another 600 because of the artillery fire, and I think there was 200 in there too that I'm missing. No, I lost an extra 100, I think, because of my ram and my teammate. So yeah, I should actually turn off the music right now because music in battle, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, and then once the artillery hit me, this is done for. He nailed me. So, what are you gonna do? So once again, loading gold HE. I mean, there's not really a scenario where I don't load the gold HE because you deal more damage. Wargaming is saying that they're going to be nerfing all premium rounds, but who knows how long that's going to even take to get implemented into the game. So for now, we've got overpowered premium rounds, and we might as well use them. Oh, look at that. Never even saw it coming. Yeah, just gonna let my teammates kill him in. It just doesn't make sense for me to waste 8,000 credits. He's not going to be there by the time I get there. Okay. So now I'm going to be hoping that this T-34 is over here, because I can have my front to him and not my side, and it looks like that's the case. So that's good, because we went on a little bit of a detour there, and our T-28 is almost dead. We better take it easy. But we did spot the VK. That is good information, but duty calls elsewhere. Yep. Where's that pen? Where? And then there we denied the T-34. I don't know where he penned me. Yeah, that's definitely a tank I don't want to look at that, bounced T-30 that time. Trying to see where that yeah, that's the thing, they're just so overwhelmed right now, like they don't have any way of competing. Look at that. And then they pen me. I guess I over-angled my armor or something. I'm gonna take that out. He's the more immediate threat. Credit-wise, that wasn't wise, but at the same time, it kind of was, because this will allow me to get better shots. Better opportunities, I should say. Now we're all just gonna flood in here and, yeah, hope that we all get the T10. Crazy thing is, if I got his rear, I would be able to actually one-shot him. Gosh. People blocking my way. Nothing I can say to that. Just disgraceful. Still, really good experience. Base experience was only 870 because of our boosters. We got about 2,600, and we only lost about 10,000 credits. Well, not even, but it was more. No, wait a minute. I want to do the bat chat. Yeah. So I mean, pretty sweet there. Ooh. This is what I almost always do in the bat chat. I got some really dangerous tanks. The T-57 heavies, the TVP, Object 268 version 4. I'm not going to be able to penetrate him unless I get to his, maybe his side, if I get to his rear. A lot of mobile heavy tanks, like the Conquerors and the T-10s. And we have one light tank. That's our threats, really. But, despite that, there is a location that because of this tank's speed, camouflage, and view range, you are able to get into and not be seen. And you get into it before the light tanks even have a chance. And it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Miracle Grow. With this spot, you plant shots. They magically grow your damage and your assistance. Because what happens here is when the little tanks on the enemy team get a little bit too impatient, they like to trundle their way up along the 2 line. What does that mean for us? Well, it means that we spot them, because when they are mobile, they have worse camo rating. So, camo ratings, I should say. Which means we spot them, which means these guys dump a ton of damage on them. That is part of the reason why I have this Mark of Excellence, is because of this map. Of course, it's not only because of it, but this map helps a lot. I usually get lots of spotting and lots of damage dealt, because all you have to do is wait for the people that can't see you. Oh, look, we have our first contestant. And our second is already here. Because like I said, they get a little impatient. I can actually... Oh, dang, look at that. Already up. Look at this. Just a treasure trove. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull behind the bush. Oh, wow. I didn't pull behind the bush enough, I guess. Or, it was the pesky light tank. I got trolled. But look at that, 2,300 damage spotted in just... What was that, 2 minutes? That's insane. I should have stayed there because that light tank, he is the reason why I died. Otherwise, I would have not ever been spotted. There was a bush between the Object 430 and me, and there was the one in front of me. So, those two bushes, there would have been no way that I would have been spotted. But I was unawares of the T-54 that lay still in the bushes. Which is unfortunate. But nothing you can do. You just move on. Oh. There's nothing better than being a Type 4 heavy and derping a tank that otherwise would be really difficult to pen. You derp another Type 5 or Type 4. Satisfying. Or you derp a Super Conqueror with its heat shield. Yeah, it's not an HE shield, just a heat shield. So, it works nicely when you start throwing HE at it. Because there's literally nothing they can do, but what am I kidding? Really, it's just satisfying using this tank. Any tank you shoot at, you are going to deal damage to, and they can't do anything about it. They can't side scrape. They can't reverse side scrape. The only way that they cannot get hit by your gun is by the fact that you might be very highly inaccurate, or that you can't see them. If I cannot see them, I can't shoot them. Most of the time. Sometimes I am a good guesser. But I can tell you, one of the best shots that I have ever made in this tank was with a standard B that believed he could side scrape against me. Boy, was he wrong. Shot him in the engine, lit him on fire, and burn. Baby burn. That was a literal one-shot. I dealt about 14,000 damage, and the other 200 was from the fire, so considered basically a one-shot. So that's the thing with these derps. Same thing for the FE215B183, the FE4005, and the Type 4 Heavy. They are massive derps, and although their alpha damage can be as high as like 1,400, although on the other tanks I'm not sure what their alpha damage is since I don't have them, they could really one-shot a lot of tanks. Not a mouse, of course, typically, unless you ammo rack them, but that... typically, I don't even know if this can pen the rear of a mouse anyways. But... yeah, it's just... if you don't one-shot them, you're going to get very darn close. But I think the thing about the FE215B and 183 is that it actually has a really good penetration. This only has 75 millimeters of penetration. So in regards to that, it's kind of nice because honestly, I'd rather see a Type 4 Heavy than an FE215B 183. Because that thing doesn't matter. It can penetrate the front of heavy tanks. Some heavy tanks. And that just is ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I almost, if I were to rank the worst tanks that are in the game from top to bottom, from most overpowered to least overpowered, I would start with, first off, the Object 268 version 4. Sorry, I apologize for the interruption. Okay. So, Object 268 version 4. Object 430U. Well, yeah. There's probably some tanks I'm missing in here too. But the tanks that are coming to mind, I would also rank. Then like and then with the derps that we were talking about, I would rank the Can we make this? Can we make this? Can we make this? Oh, not quite, just over. That was an expensive miss. So, then it would be the FE215B183, then the Type 4 Heavy. I understand that this has more armor, but I think the penetration along with the alpha damage potential on the FE215B183 is sick. And yes, its armor is not impenetrable except in the turret. But what does it matter if a tank doesn't have good armor if it can one-shot you? Then I'd say the Type 4 Heavy, well, Type 5 Heavy, and, you know, likewise Type 4. And then I would say the FE405. I truly do think that that tank is overpowered. If it shoots at a Progetto 46, especially if it hits in the turret, it's penning and it's going to deal damage. It's got better mobility than the Type 5 too. I mean, you trade out mobility for armor in the Type 5, so that's kind of a balancing feature in it. But since it has the derp, I really think that most derp tanks are ridiculously overpowered. Like, it's disgusting. Oh, so close. I knew I was going to be able to potentially... I wanted to try to... Okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Ah! I wanted to one-shot 2 tanks, you know? 1 shot, 2 kills. Okay, now we've got the tank destroyers once we get spotted. Oh, they're all gone, though. If I were to guess, IS-7's on full health though, so I don't know. I feel like they're going to be trying their best to push into the... oh no, but there's the Scorpion. Oh, I want to hit the Gorilla though. So bad, so bad. Oh gosh, that's not good. Yeah. Doesn't matter what I do. There's nothing I could do there, really. I would have had to trundle my way all the way through here. And... my gosh. Well, that's definitely a position you want to be in as a Gorilla. Face hugging an IS-7. Oh my word. Well, that was a big mistake. IS-7s are the king of face hugging because you just can't pen them. The only thing that can really do damage is any derp tank, but then the derp tank might also have some friendly fire because of the close proximity. Some splash damage. Splash. So, Coaster King, where do you like to go on this map? Redshire, I think it is. Yeah, Redshire. Where do you like to go in your Batchat 25 TAP on Redshire? Well, to put it simply, I like to go right here. E3. Most of the time, because there are light tanks that are very fast and maneuverable. Those are the tanks that go out into these locations and spot actively. But this is more of a passive spotting scout. You want to utilize its good camo. And it doesn't have very good maneuverability, although it does have good speed and acceleration. So, because of that, I like to come into a little bush over here, and AMX 1357, you better back off, buddy. I'm spotting them first. There we go. And as you can see, the entire enemy is lit up. Well, not the entire enemy team, but the entirety of the enemies that are right here. And the WZ will spot me right there. Yet somehow didn't until, I guess I must have pulled away just in time. But I've been in that position before, and oh gosh. So something to keep in mind when you're in a Batchat and you're running away from someone. It is very extremely likely for them to hit you in the fuel tanks. It's almost like 100% guaranteed for them to hit you in the fuel tanks if they shoot your rear hull right there. Because that's where your fuel tanks are located. So it's very risky to be showing the rear of your tank to the enemy because of this. I'm near a bunch of tank destroyers that have been spotted, so that's not a good position. You know, with all the heavies, these guys need to push. And I'm going to help them do that. They need to push right now. All the heavies went to this side. They're going to try to make it to where they're going to have a hard push in here, and we need to push through here and pincer them as fast as possible. What tank is that? That's not even a concern. Oh, hey, buddy. Did you miss me? Well, he didn't miss me. He hit me. But I am not going to miss him. I will hit him, not just once. Look at that. That is just incredibly awesome. I love that. Now that we are out of their view range, that Patriot needs to get spotted, and once he does, nice. T10 had enough alpha to take it out. So I still have 4 shells. It's not really wise for me to reload right now. I guess it wasn't wise for me to come off the hill either. Oh well. Couldn't wait up there forever. Now my teammates have reduced him to relatively few enough hit points for me to go over there and unload on him, which will take me about 9 seconds. Let's see if this works. Okay. So, oh, that was a heavy tank? Okay, this is not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my turret this way. And that will hopefully make it much harder for anyone right here to hit. But now I'm unspotted, and it won't matter. And these guys are just dead. Like, it doesn't matter what happens, they're dead. They are surrounded. Yeah. Just hope the scent's gonna keep backing up. That way I can put some shots into him. Right there. Perfect. 4 shots. Okay, now I'm going to focus the Alpine and the Conqueror because that is what I need. So I'm going to go over the bridge. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I guess the Tiger 1 would count too. This is what's awesome about the Bat Chat. I was able to take out 2 enemies in such a short amount of time, and now I can reload. I need to get out. 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 Oh my gosh. And now I have 30 seconds to reload, and I almost got enough damage for this mission. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Oh, I didn't quite get enough. I got, oh my word. That's 31 hit points. That's shy of getting, oh. Man. All because the Tiger 1 had too few hit points. That's unfortunate. But that was still a great round nonetheless. I mean, just, yeah. That is what you're looking for in a Bat Chat. Like, that is literally the dream. And the more enemy tanks that are one-shots, the better. Because you can literally have the potential to take 6 tanks out if they are all one-shots within 15 seconds. That is the insane thing about the Bat Chat. Just the sheer amount of damage you can deal in such a short time. Undisputably why this is a great tank for Clan Wars. And I mean, in the random map, you just cause mayhem. So with this, what I want to do, I want to rush to this location, beat the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, and that's going to get him caught out in the open, and I'm going to be able to be in a position to get spots out. And I might as well be spawning while I'm reloading. That's what I always try to do, really, is I try to be in a position where I'm either covered to where no one can shoot me while I'm reloading, or I am in a position where I can spot for my teammates. So we didn't spot the Panzerwagen because the T100 LT got to it first. But we want to make sure we stay on this side of the ridge so the Panzerwagen does not spot us. Okay, and we're going to create a little sniper's nest up here. So I did that because the bushes kind of help if they are down. I don't know if they fall. If the trees are falling on their side. Stupid blind fire. It just helps to make things better. I don't really know how to explain it actually, but. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock over these trees, and I'm going to wait for artillery to fire. I literally had this one time. I knocked over a tree on this very map, in this very spot. And I pulled back, and the artillery was looking at that location, saw the tree fall, and blind fired right where I would have been. And I was really happy about that. that I had pulled out and got into cover. Well, not really cover, but... Dangerous thing is that artillery could still be trying to blind fire at me. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Standard B. I have all my shells, so I could take him out, but the Standard B is a dangerous tank. He also has a really good damage output. But with this guy, he's an autoloader too, so if we were to have both... So what I want to basically do right here is once he gets a little too close to me, I'll spot him even through the bushes. And once if the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen comes down from here, then I'm going to gas it up and I'm in a position to where I can easily escape. I think it's going to be the last game. Okay. First things first, gold HE. Hey, what's up? I don't know whether that is someone watching right now or if that is just me that was checking in, and so it's tabulating it as someone else. But just in case, I'm going to be introducing you, I guess, to what we are doing here. Are you kidding me? Did no damage to the T-95. Must have hit his gun or something. But we did also block his damage, his shot. Ooh, looks like it just barely, guys. Caught the, Okay, let's wait for him. Let's wait for him. I've also got a 405. I'd really like to hit him. If I hit the 405, I'm going to one-shot him. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want some. Oh, snap. Yeah, you don't get any now. Nuh-uh, I'm not sharing any of my hit points with you. HE, you loaded HE, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Oh, the Foch is firing at me. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? That shell went right into his cupola. Oh my word, that little cupola right there on the top of his tank with as bad of accuracy as I have. Whoa, he is not happy about that. He dealt 400 almost to me. 700 was dealt to him. Whoo, again. That was a 550 roll, but that still wasn't as good as that could have been. How did he penetrate me there? I was angling my armor. Oh well, I have a lot of hit points, so. So what we need is for someone to take that, yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, Conqueror, are you going to do something? No? I didn't think so. Okay. Problem is also there's that T-95 in the back. My gun's damaged. Okay, that works. And my gunner is injured as well, so let's patch him up. Ooh, T-95 has come out to play. Into the dirt. Into the dirt. Where I guess it just has to happen eventually because I've been having so good RNG that it's kind of just been unfair. Oh, but I want that FE405. Ooh, I only got tracked. That's good. I'll take that. That's good. He is very close. Okay, so get this, guys. FE405. What does he have? Well, he happens to have a 41... No, 41. I meant 14 millimeter thick. Or... really, that's not thick at all. That's paper thin. 14 millimeter thin armor for his turret. Let me tell you. But the armor just cannot hold up against a 50 TP. I don't know what it is. I never blocked 50 TP shells. And dude, I so badly wanted to get that FE405. I definitely didn't cause 20% damage there, but that is totally fine. That mission is just gonna come whenever. Now I'm going to go in the bat chat again. It is how, after all, the main tank that I'm supposed to be playing. Let's see. Okay. So, since we have someone tuning in now, I'm going to explain to you why I'm playing this tank. Basically, I have, I think, about 30,000 experience left that I need to upgrade this tank to the tier 10. And it's a really great tank for Clan Wars, so. And then I'm storing up my free experience basically to unlock the top gun for the Batchat, because that's really what you want on the Batchat. If you're going to drive a Batchat 25T, you got to get the tier 10 gun. No tier 8s will do. So, and that's going to get me basically 2/3 of the way. The amount of the free XP that I have, it's going to get me about 2/3 of the way to getting that gun, which will be really nice, definitely. But by the time that I actually have enough experience to get the Batchat 25T, it might even be more that it helps out with getting that gun. Especially since I'm running 300% personal reserves, I should be able to get a lot there. But we will see, and I'm going to see if maybe I can pull this off. Every time we win a battle, that tallies, so I don't really have to focus too much on that. I also want to keep track of that. We'll work on this. A worthy opponent. And indeed it is. Against this tank, it is very challenging to get that much damage against a heavy tank, get 2 heavy tank kills, and not die. Oh, are we having lag? Nope, not right now. So, we'll see how that goes. But with such weak armor on this tank, it's definitely very difficult to get that and survive. And so I think that's why, yep. I'm trying to complete with honors, and I need to survive if I want to do that. I'm not going to have any, just going to stay here. Don't have any ammunition yet, so I'm going to just spot. Okay. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. Come on, WZ. Come on, WZ. Come on, WZ. Oh, Batchat, come up here. Come up and play. Gosh, this is just gotta wait for someone to pop their head out, and then they will be shocked. And if I can track them, they're dead. Doesn't matter, they're just dead. If I can track them, and oh yeah, right there. Oh, he missed his shot. Oh, but he repaired his track. That's unfortunate. But I missed his shot. That was really clutch. Ah, teammates in the way. And now we know that there's an artillery over here. See, I'm going to go up because of that. I don't want to get blind fired. I'm going to let my team know that Artie is up there. So that helps. And then we know where to position. Ooh, did not want that to happen. How'd I get spotted there? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I guess we're just really close. Do I have enough? Do I want to do this? Ooh, someone's blind firing at me. Okay, so I'm going to try to pull back without getting spotted. Which looks like that did work out. Ooh, definitely don't want to do that. Oh, I bounced the Tiger too. That does not happen too often. Although... okay, Bulldog is dealt with. And he put his into the dirt. Oh, you don't want to stand in front of that tank. Yeah, he will definitely outclip me. And the artillery is going to want to blind fire. Well, now it's not blind firing. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, man. Man, that is disappointing. I could have sworn I've gone down that. I wonder if they changed it. I know they changed it to where you can't go up stuff like that anymore. Well, we return to the derp tank, because what's better than derping? Okay. And if you're not familiar with the Type 4 Heavy, I mean, I've already played one round, and you can see definitely what this tank is capable of. It basically just throws HE at anything it sees and does damage almost no matter what. The only time you really don't do damage is if you hit a gun. But you're at least going to do a little bit of damage, and by a little bit, I mean like 50 to 200 or 300. That's considered a little bit. You know, sometimes you get those certain tanks that are really good at blocking HE, but really, most of the time you can almost guarantee at least 400. Most of the time. Despite the exception to that, of course, is hitting tracks, because that reduces HE's capabilities, but you're still going to be doing good, and plus you tracked them, so I'm going to want to use premium HE for that extra edge of the extra 300 damage that it deals on average. See when I was talking about tanks that have enough armor to pull like 50 to a couple hundred if you just like shoot at their armor, the E3 is one of them. You fire at the face of that thing, and it's very difficult to do any damage at all. And that thing's got wicked penetration, even being able to butter the front of this tank. So you gotta be very careful and make sure you angle your armor, because what he's gonna be going for is this right here. So I have to kind of angle my turret to where it's more like that. And that'll actually make a significant difference. And by moving it, it makes it a harder target to hit as well. Oh gosh, if I had the side of that IS-3. Ooh, and it went into a building. Of course, he pinned me right there. Where else? They've made a really ridiculous push because they're going to end up capping. So this guy can't penetrate me no matter what, right there. Look at that, I'm even bouncing shots from on this side. Oh gosh, this is not good. Okay, we're just gonna have to do it. He was on the other side of the building. Well, that's... Oh, wow! We have a little extra time. Not much, though. We better hurry. Oh, they did it. My team did it. I can't even see any of them. Dude, you suck. You're kidding me? Look at that. Oh yeah, this is perfect. They thought they were going to be able to cap. Well, sorry. Ah, I missed. That sucks. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. This is how I like it. Ah, and the debris in the way is gonna prevent me. The 140. Oh, goodness. Well, we're gonna likely lose this one. Once they get on cap, it's tough. That's why I don't like encounter mines, because it's so easy for them to get into cap and just squat there. And once you get 3 people in there, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's disgusting, actually. And then people can't be able to actually counter them and get into the cap, because they literally create a crossfire to where if you go and focus on these guys over here first, then these guys can shoot you. And if you focus on these guys, then these guys can shoot you. So either way, you're just toast. And that M103 was actually a lot more knowledgeable on where to hit me. Because some people, they don't know where to hit you, and they're just like, oh, armor, I'm seeing red everywhere, so I can't see, you know, I can't see where I'm supposed to pen. But there's people that know, okay, get the cheeks, get this. So, and it's tough when that happens, because there's not really much I can do. I'm too slow to really move out of his way. And I would have died sooner had I not had any teammates to help. Okay, so fast, mobile, lightly armored medium tank with a great view range and great camo. Where do you want to go? Well, you want to go about right here, get on that hill right there, and just send vision all the way out here, and then your teammates are able to provide crossfire, and you get a bunch of assistance. And if you pull behind the bush 15 meters to where the bush is transparent, you will be able to get shots as well. So you spot, and you pull back, and shoot. And I'll show you. Most likely, depends, because there's another bat chat on the enemy team, so we'll have to see. Things could get ugly fast. Could literally be a game of who fires first and who doesn't miss one of their shots, because the likelihood of, if we miss a shot, because we can both out damage each other, because we actually have 1800 clip potential, but we both have 1600 hit points. If he brings any friends, forget it, I'm toast. And so that's the problem here, is I'm going in so deep. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be here. That, and the Progetto 46 is also a very dangerous tank. I was gonna say, how did that take that long for me to get spotted? I thought I didn't get spotted at all. Okay, so the Progetto and I are both very weakly armored tanks. But I've got a teammate. Perfect. I don't know why he would poke on me like that. I have way more hit points than him. Oh gosh, I missed that shot. Perfect. And the T-54, for some reason, did not take his shot, because that was his chance. I don't know why he didn't do that. Oh well. One man's waste is another man's gain. don't think that's how the phrase goes, but it's how it goes here. So, like I said, pull back. Oh, and a ricochet. But by spotting him, when I pull forward, like this, when I pull back, see if I fire right now, I'm too close to the bush and it'll actually reveal my position. So when I go back, then I can fire completely safe. But right now I'm reloading, so I have 20 seconds where I'm just going to sit here and spot. Because that is the way of a Batchat driver. Oh, and another weakness of the Batchat is that it only carries a limited amount of ammunition. Well, every tank carries a limited amount of ammunition, really, but the amount of ammunition that a Batchat carries is very, very small indeed. And also, it's easy and very common to run out of ammunition before a round ends. So we had some lag there. Oh, that had to have been close. Ooh, I tracked him. Ooh. There we go. Got the kill with 6 hit points. There we go. And he knows that I'm reloading most likely now. So he's going to try to get me. But good thing I've got teammates. And that is something that's very important to know when you have when you're driving in a Batchat. One, artillery is you're very susceptible to artillery fire. Two, if you don't have allies, you are really not in a good situation. You need your allies, because they're the ones that are going to cover your butt when you're reloading for 40 seconds. Like that. He turns around, he could have put a shot into me. I would be a one-shot for every tank on the enemy team. And in fact, he might have even had enough, I can't remember. No, he doesn't have enough alpha to one-shot me, but which is another important thing to remember when you're this low on hit points. Can the enemy one-shot me? How many tanks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a hiding Scorpion. And I don't know where he is. For all I know, he could be right back here. Or he could be back here and able to shoot at me. So I'm going to have to be very careful at how I come up at this WZ-111. Notice I'm behind the bush enough to where it's solid. So when I fire at him, he doesn't see a thing. And now I'm almost at 3,000 damage with 2 shells remaining. Well, we'll see how far that goes. But I'm going to basically be focusing the artillery. That's my next target. Let's go Artie hunting, because Artie deserves it. Because Artie sinks. Now just, where is he? And also something to keep in mind is that the Artie can one-shot me. Potentially. Ooh, that made me flinch. That was a very close shell, actually. Now that I'm no longer spotted, I am going to take off, because I don't want to stick around with a tank destroyer. Being able to, I think he might be able to one-shot me. I think that might be why he's chasing me. We'll see. He's gonna have the surprise of his life when he gets ambushed from the rear. Oh, dang, buddy. You didn't think about that one. Oh, snap. Oh, dang. Forgot about the Scorpion. I looked up, I'm like, oh, there's two. I thought there was just... Scorpions remained unspotted the entire game. Great game nonetheless. Almost 4,000 damage. 3,652. That was great. I mean, can you really ask for... You can't ask for a better game. But that's a great game. So, you shouldn't. You should be grateful for what you have. Ooh, Clan Wars is starting soon. I'm going to need to check that out. Won't be able to stream Clan Wars. Not that stream sniping is going to be a issue. But the clan does have a little bit of a not family-friendly atmosphere, language-wise. So, definitely not preferred. So this will probably be my last game. We'll see, because I think they're going to be, yeah, they're going to be going to that battle no matter what. So I'm going to be doing it probably 2 or 3 more. Oh, look at that! Look at that experience, 3,352. Ooh, that is great. That's cool. That is just great, because that's going to help me get to the tier 10, which is my goal, because I want to be able to use it in Clan Wars. So if I can get that as soon as possible, that'd be awesome. So, but for now, I'm going to be doing the Type 4, because it's just straight up awesome. I love it. Yes, it's sad to say that it is an overpowered tank, and that's basically the reason why I love it, is because it's a derp. It's a derp. Honestly, though, if I were to have an FE405, I would have that instead. I know, because it is a really big pain when you get nailed by artillery, because it's only got 14 millimeters of armor, which literally, I don't think that even tier 1 HE would get absorbed by that. I think even tier 1 HE has at least 20 something millimeters of penetration. That's just insane to think about. If you were to have it be in a tier 1 tank, you wouldn't have the DBM to take the FE405 out very fast, but you definitely would have enough penetration. That's just odd thinking about. But if you nail an FE405 with anything HE, basically at its tier, or even just a little lower, you're going to wreck it. You're going to wreck it, which is why artillery, it's rough being in an FE405 with artillery. Ooh. Let's see. This is a really great situation here, because we don't have too terribly many heavies. Booyah! You have been sent back home, little buddy. Good night. Oh gosh. That's the great thing about this. That was 1,000 damage. That's not even the penetration, the damage capability of this. I mean, that is just insane. That was... Oh! It's so satisfying when that happens. Let's see if I can nail this guy. That was 600. That was pretty good. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need help here, because even though I got this great alpha, I don't have good rate of fire. Oh, 731 on the IS-3. So these are all tier 8s. The likelihood that they can penetrate me is less. We'll see. If they even hit me. Yeah, see, they're not even looking at me. Like the VK. But he penned me, really. Ooh, that's a dangerous tank. That, he can definitely penetrate me on the side like that. Ooh. Look at that. I'm bouncing a T-69 from the rear. Wow, this is an incredible situation here. He's just trying to hit my cupola. And it's just not working for him. Ooh, bad move. Bad move for you, bud. Look at that. 3,500 damage already. We're going to get this mission done. No problemo. I'm top tier. Oh my gosh. And I've already completed the primary objective. He just tracked me. That's all he's doing. Didn't take your shot, bud. Okay. Now we're sitting at about 4,000. The Emil's probably going to be reloading, if I were to guess. Oh, but IS-3 wants to play. He just looks like, oh crap, it's red all over. It's red. I'm pointing all over, but it's just red. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about this. And if that Conway comes up, he could penetrate me. So that's a danger. But he definitely won't be able to survive too much of my shells. So I'd like to go in and YOLO this IS-3 because I could totally do it. Problem is that I'm not going to be able to one-shot him more than likely. The other problem is the Emil will get me before I ever get a chance. And if I turn my turret at the Emil, then the IS-3 is going to want to come up. Nope, he decided not to, which was wise of him. And the Emil's wasting all his shells on me. I can't remember if the Emil has any more shells in it. Oh, well, that was sweet. He still... That was awesome. Oh, you did. You did. Oh, gosh. Look at that. And now I'm bouncing the Emil from the rear. Oh, gosh. Oh, I was caught on the ledge. I was caught on the ledge. Holy moly. Do you see those numbers? That's almost 5,000 damage and 4,000 damage blocked. And that's simply because this tank is so ridiculously overpowered and because I was high tier. And all those tanks were lower than me. They were all tier 8 tanks. That is ridiculous. I got that no problem at all. Oh my word. Can you say sexy? Oh my gosh. And okay, if I don't get 20% of the total amount of damage caused by my team, there will be something wrong. There will be something extremely wrong. Wow. I would have liked to nail that Conway because he is a easy one-shot for me. Well, actually, it's kind of 50-50 if I would one-shot him, but when you shoot at a lightly armored target and you almost rip away all their hit points with HE, the likelihood for you to set them on fire as well and just take them out the rest of the way, it's pretty high. It's happened several times, both to me and by me. And let me tell you, it's a lot more fun giving it than receiving it. Just, man, it's insane. And see, he just barely had a little bit of my tank right there. That was ridiculously, disgustingly incredible. And that's the game that got me Heavy Tank 15. my word. That is insane. Look at those badges. Look at those badges. That's high caliber. So I dealt the most damage in the entire battle. That's on both on my team and the enemy team. And I got an ace tanker, which means I got 90. I'm in the top 90. Well, basically the top 1% of players that have been playing this tank. Which, by the way, a lot of people play within the last 7 days. That game was incredible. Holy cow. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. I mean, we still had a T69 SU, a 101 that did a great game, especially since I think they're both tier 8. Yeah, because the tier 9 was the standard B and the object 430. So those that T69 and the SU 101 had the best results out of the game, not including mine. That's an incredible game. Like, oh my word. And that was such a good game. I made a profit off of it. I bet you right now. Let me check. I need to. I forgot to check that. No, I didn't. Well, it doesn't matter either way, because, I mean, that was just ridiculous. Wow. That got me some free experience. Okay, well, we'll run the bat chat one more time. You just get certain games like that, especially in overpowered tanks. When you are top tier, you have awesome games. But you don't. There's a balance. So you can have games that are total steamrolls, and those are not typically the games where you do well, because it's the entire team is doing well, and it's like a 14 or whatever well, 15 kills that you guys get to like 1 or 2 on the enemy team. Those are never fun because it's just a breeze. But on games like that where I had several enemy tanks and they were all held back by literally just me, and I had a couple of support tanks, that is when you have really great games, because you're able to just sit there and out DPM them because you have the derp gun. What can I say? That was so satisfying. So stinking satisfying. And I would hate to have been in the other guy's positions, because there's literally nothing they can do. They're faced with this top tier heavy tank that has almost impenetrable armor, and they were doing it considerably well. I mean, they still were damaging me, but mostly it was just the Emil that was creating a crossfire, which was, gotta hand it to him. He did really well there. I don't know how he did on stats, but he had a great play there, because he prevented me from being able to YOLO those other tanks. And the IS-3, oh my gosh, he tried to get around me, and it just was, I denied it. Oh my word, even from that close of a range, and with him getting at that angle, he was not able to penetrate me. So, here we are on, I can't remember the, Ensk, that's right, that's what it's called. I just love the city in Ensk. I don't know really why I always do go to the city, but I do. And I don't know, I feel like maybe it's because it's more controlled. Because out here, it's so easy to get spotted and then just lit up. Just everything unleashed on you. And I don't really prefer that. Especially in this tank, you don't want to die early. You can take a shot or two, but you want to try to conserve your hit points. Let's see. Oh, that's impressive. These tanks are behind the rails, so I don't have to worry about them. Who's spotted? Oh, dang. Now I'm spotted. Okay, so what I need right now is my team to push up and for me to be able to focus this WZ. Let's see. Oh gosh, that's not what I want. Oh gosh, how did I not shoot him? Oh gosh, okay, well that was good. I had teammates that were covering me. That was really good. I've taken way too much damage, but What can I say? I only nailed 3 of those shots. I mean, I guess I missed one. The first one didn't penetrate, and then the last one somehow bounced. Like, how did that happen? That is just insane. Do I want to? No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. If I do, I'm gonna get punished for it. Okay, I've got not much time left. Let's wait. Yeah, wait till the IS-6 dies, and then I'm gonna chase after this T-44 because he's given my Centurion problems. Oh, low roll. Oh gosh, and a wasted shell. That's great. Sometimes teammates help, and sometimes they just don't. What was that? Did he nail me? He did nail me. And then he rammed me for 35 damage. That was well worth it. Hilarious. Not gonna get any missions done this time, but we did get damage, extra damage within that 3 minutes. That's good. 2,000 to be exact. That's actually pretty good. Now we're just gonna flank them, and there's nothing that they can really do about it. Except fire back, of course. Oh gosh, come on. Ah. What? I thought Yudes got me. I'm like, how? So 2,400 damage. That was pretty good. Let's run it again. I still have time. Well, I'll have to see when the next Clan War battle is, because I'll keep streaming until the next Clan War battle comes up, which should be soon, so I probably only have one more time available. Well, actually, they're going to be running the battle right now, so look at that. Another 2,000 experience. That is great. That gets us at 22,000 experience away from the tier 10. Oh, they do have a battle for 615. Okay. Well, I would love to continue the stream, but it's going to have to wait till Saturday because I need to help my clan out. I have not been able to help out with Monday or Tuesday's battles. So today, I will head over to Clan Wars and see what we can manage. But thank you so much for tuning in, and hope to see you next time. And I also hope that you enjoyed and maybe even learned something along the way. Have a great day.